Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today, we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 125, released March 1969. Cover price, 35 cents, which is indeed cheap. But first, I'm wearing a ball cap. If you haven't already, please remember to hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Hey, do you want to support me in another way? Patreon.com/flippinthrough. You can give me some money and I'll give you some stuff. I'll give you stickers. I'll give you a stencil so you can go vandalize. I'm really into vandalism. So check that stuff out. Patreon.com/flippinthrough. These are the people who are supporting me on Patreon now. Ed, Misamo, Tom Richmond, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. With that, one more plug. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, because that really is the best way to support the channel. Let's get into Mad Magazine number 125. The thing about this is that I swear I've done this issue before, but I think my problem is I look at these covers a lot, whether like with the trading cards that exist or just looking on eBay, and I equate having seen it so many times first with owning it, so I forget which ones I own, hence that cool spreadsheet that I showed you guys that one time. And then having owned it as having done a video on the channel. So I'm pretty sure I have, and I looked on the channel, but nothing showed up. So this is it a top 10 cover? I should do that sometime. Top 10 Mad Magazine covers. It's pretty high up there. I love the covers that include photography. This one by Irving Schild, which it's in the 60s. Who else would it be? I mean, he continued on doing it for decades. He was their photographer, but I think they had a few other people that they used. And it's beautiful. Warning, one man's magazine may be another man's poison. I don't know, just everything about it. Like the little cap that they made, the little skull and crossbones with Alfred E. Newman. What's not to like about this? It's just wonderful. The green with it's just like a yellow background. It's perfection. Here we have Snow Job, artist Jack Rickard. All right, let's see. She has a cigarette, smoking a cigarette, waiting with this baby. Oh, it's starting to snow. Oh, and then she goes. Is she like asking for money? Or she's like, I'm down on my luck, I think is what's happening. Anyway, let's look at this. Inside cover. Let's check out these vital features. I think I'm going to do very well at this. Mort Drucker. Okay. No idea. Mad's Book Publisher of the Year. Oh, shit. This is Jack Davis. The poetry. Is that going to be... Oh, my gosh. This is actually really hard today. Okay, so this one, Sex Education in Schools. Come on, focus on the right thing. No idea what that's going to be. This bothers me because I don't know. This is George Woodbridge, the Poetry Round Robin. This, I have no idea. It's really hard to guess these ones. It could be any number of guys. Okay, let's just get into it. The Adventures of the Red Baron. As an ardent fan of both Peanuts and Mad, I view the friendly Schultz-Mad controversy with delight. Well, God, that's not fun. Wow, a superb, marvelous... Wait. Your awful satire, Can-A-Lot, bore no resemblance whatsoever to the picture Camelot. The movie contained idealism, merit, and taste, qualities completely lacking in your version. But then I suppose it's hard to criticize a movie that doesn't deserve criticism. I love that. Can-A-Lot was indeed, in the good old tradition of MAD, a superb failure. Actually, the songs were good, but the parody, I suppose you'd like to can a lot of idiots connected with that one. Wow, people are really upset. Here we go. Why not have your next issue sent directly to your home? Oh, I thought this was going to be... There's some Paul Coker Jr. artwork. I thought it was going to be the... Why kill yourself? Get a subscription to MAD. 201 minutes of a space idiocy. I'm kind of interested in this because this is such a good movie. Here we have, as predicted, Mort Drucker doing the artwork. Space Odyssey is just like, it's amazing. There's so many like neat little things. The set design is fantastic. The costuming is amazing. It's just so beautiful. And of course, like that spaceship that they have. Well, this one isn't it. It's the one I'm thinking of, the one when they're actually. And there's that shot of the guy running upside down. It blows my mind. I think I've watched videos on YouTube of how they did it, and I still don't understand. Like, I still watch it, and I'm fooled by it, which is, that's a mark of success, right? It must be. So I'm not even like reading this. I'm just like reminiscing about how awesome of a movie that was. Oh yeah, and then they discovered the monolith. Well, there it is, Dr. Haywire. What do you think? Boy, that's a black monolith if I ever saw a black monolith. It was buried nearly 2 million years ago. How do you know that? By checking the molecular structure, the magnetic output, the cobalt oxide content, and mainly the date, which happens to be stamped on the back. This is it. This is the shot. I mean, this is like some pretty cool illustration too, because it's, I mean, imagine having to draw the inside of a very narrow cylinder like this. I feel like that would be easy to fuck up, like the perspective and all of that. Man, Mort Drucker is, you know what? I think Mort Drucker, he's a pretty good artist, now that I think about it. This is probably the most attention that I've given a movie spoof in a very, very long time. I think I need to rewatch this. And I think you do too. This is going to be called the Flippin Through Movie Club. All right, guys. So everybody, your homework is to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. Hey, let us glue you in. Mainly, next time somebody takes advantage of you or insults you, your intelligence, or robs you, or cheats you, or abuses, or intimidates you, spit and polish them off with "Would you believe more mad mischief" stickers. Those stickers are fun. I got one on my laptop, and it still sticks after all these years. Warning, these premises patrolled by giant frogs. Cancer is a communist plot. Don't be impressed. It's borrowed. Don Martin on the golf course. I'm not sure if I shared this, but my daughter, I recently gave her some of my MAD paperbacks to peruse. Things like Don Martin, Spy vs. Spy, and boy, she absolutely loves them. It's hard not to, right? And yeah, so she's already turning into a mad maiden. Is that would that be the term? Hold it. That's my ball. Your plan. I can tell by the trademark. Must be yours in the sand trap. Here we go. That wasn't that funny. A portfolio of MAD portraits. All right, this is Max Brandel, conceived by Max Brandel. Max Brandel often doing things in mixed medium. And like, I think there's that, I don't have it handy, the Max Brandel book where it's like all word things. He's an interesting guy. I want to know more about him. So here we have John Lindsay. I think he's passed away. Ronald Reagan. The joke being a war hawk. This is just kind of disturbing. The piano tooth. Hugh Hefner. It's looking kind of cute. Charles de Gaulle. Charles de Gaulle Airport. They got an airport named after him. Eugene McCarthy. Is that a dove? Gamal Nasser. Picasso. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We got some more. Timothy Leary. Famous in the psychedelic thing, right? Like he was like a Yale professor or something. He was like big on psychedelics. I think I have like a CD of his music or something, or his rants or something. J. Edgar Hoover. Richard Nixon. Twiggy, I don't understand this. That just looks like a photo. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I wish it was like painted more like an icon. That would be really neat. Richard Nixon, famously, my favorite president, guys. He opened up trade with China, if you recall. Now, we can debate whether or not that's a bad thing or a good thing now, but I don't know. He also started the EPA. I don't know if you're aware of that. So if you're a hippie, you like him too. Here's Spy versus Spy. Antonio Projias. Let's zoom in. And also, if you think about what he did versus what other like presidents since have done, it ain't like, it's not that bad. All right, so look at, he's scooting around, putting it down. Is he picking it up now? Classic. That's kind of what I say to like give things the brush off. If you haven't picked it up yet, I'll be like, oh, that's classic. The lighter side of teenage dances. No, thank you. I think his art already at this point sort of began to slide. You still get glimmers of the good stuff, but it's just not the same. Another Spy versus Spy. Here we go. This time, this is the Space Odyssey version. Oh, wait, no, it's just nighttime. Oh, here's a distress call. He's got to scamper off to his plane. I guess he shoots him up. That's cool. That's a really cool one. I like that. Whoop. Hey, falsetto lovers. Here's a fictionalized mad look-see and what we'd probably find if we were to tiptoe through the contents of Tiny Tim's purse. Wallet. Tiny Tim from Minnesota. I don't know if you guys knew that. He was from Minnesota. That's all. I don't really give a shit about Tiny Tim. So I think I'm going to move along in this one. And here we go. No wonder I didn't recognize this guy who did this. It's Jack Kent. Jack Kent. I got Mad cover site up right now. Let's see. Wait, what? Where is it? So Jack Kent, he's got like, wait, oh, that's the writer. Oh, writer and artist? This is his only artistic contribution to Mad Magazine. It is not often that this happens. All right, mad look at sex education. Why is it like a second grader? That's a little strange. All right, so she slaps him. He goes. Oh my God. Homework assignment. I want to zoom in on some of these. I guess this was at a time where maybe sex education. I mean, I guess at a time it's still controversial. I was going to say this is at a time when maybe it was more controversial, that conversation of sex ed in schools, but I think it still is. I think there's still a lot of people. And look at this. You got to infer what happens, right? She's grabbing her butt. He's looking away. Man, that's good. I mean, it's not good, but you know. Oh my God. This is fun. This mad look at sex education is a pretty fun little thing. This is from the gentleman over there. This reminds me of the Monty Python bit in sex ed, where the teacher just has sex. Oh my God. That was very good. That, like, strong showing from Mr. Jack Kent. Here we have Mad's Book Publisher of the Year. This was an ongoing thing. I don't know when they stopped it, but let's see. Artist Jack Rickard, writer Stan Hart. Kind of fun. I mean, this would be something that would be fun to bring back, I think. Because I mean, there's all sorts. Like, the nice thing is as time goes on, right? Like, new jobs are created all the time. So, or like new versions of it, I guess would probably be better. I don't know. I think that this would be, if MAD reestablishes itself, I think that would be pretty neat. Anyway, let's look at this Jack Rickard illustration. He's pretty fantastic. I'm mostly familiar with his stuff with the cover art, or like stuff like this where it's painted. But I mean, look at these illustrations. They're like, I don't know, I would say better. I prefer this. Maybe that's just my bias, how I feel about illustrations. But like, look at this guy. Like the two faces. Like, this guy looks, this froggy looking dude, and I mean, golly, look at his jowls and like the moles and everything. The wrinkles. It's just really, really cool. Yeah. I like his illustrations so much more than his painting. Yeah, there's nothing really more to say. Except that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Look, I didn't even try to do this. Look at this guy. Look at his hands. There's the big red nose from, because he's an alcoholic. What is that called? It's called rosacea, I think. But, you know, that's like visually, that means he's a drinker. What? So does this, I guess. Yeah, I mean, just, I don't know. This is it's kind of blown away. I'm acting like I've never seen his illustrations, but that can't be true. I must have, right? I mean, right? Here we have the Mad Hockey Primer. Again, the sports stuff always falls flat with me, but it's impossible not to just explore it in some respect and just drink in these Jack Davis illustrations. He's one it's just always fun. It's always fun to look at his artwork. I mean, it's just... Here, how much time do I have left? I only have 10 minutes left. I'm just looking at this, right? Like, I don't know, just the capturing the movement is so awesome, and like his expression getting the wind knocked out of him. Whenever I've tried to like draw somebody in movement, they never look like they're moving. It looks like they're just posing and standing still. Here we have me and my big mouth. Here we go again with another look at clods who make bragging remarks or antagonizing statements only to have their words later explode in their faces, prompting them to say, me, and my big mouth. We have... This is Al Jaffe. Writer Dean Norman. Give me your honest opinion. I used to be pretty good at this when I was a kid. That's like, I'm getting to this age where stuff like that's going to start happening to me. Why should I waste money on lessons? I think I've actually said that. I do think that's pretty funny, having like the same illustration twice like that. If you don't apologize, I'm going home to mother. Don't worry, barking dogs never bite. All right, dear, you may keep the puppy, but remember, you must take care of him. That's why you never say that. You just say no. That's why I'm never going to have a puppy. Ever. Okay, son, trying to hit me. These are so much fun. I like the shoes. I say it's not fit to eat. What are you going to do about it? Oh my goodness. Nobody else wants this last pork chop. I'll finish it off. Oh, poor guy. Never ask. Just take it. Oops. Here we have the Mad Poetry Round Robin. Give me props. George Woodbridge is the artist. Oh, man. So this is like... So you have Start Here, Any Place for that matter. If Poe's The Raven were written by Joyce Kilmer, if Kilmer's Trees were written by John Mansfield, if Mansfield's Sea Fever were written by Carl Sandburg, if Sandburg's Chicago were written by Kipling, if Kipling's Gunga Din, though I've beaten and I've flayed you, by the living God that made you, you're a better man than I, Gunga Din, were written by Clement Clark Moore. If Moore's The Night Before Christmas were written by Robert Service. If Service's The Shooting of Dan McGrew were written by Longfellow. If Longfellow's Midnight Ride were written by Thayer. And then if Thayer's Casey at the Bat were written by Edgar Allan Poe. And then Poe's... My goodness. Like, is there any... I mean... Frank Jacobs, man. What a legend. What more can you say? The guy's fantastic. I just don't have time to go into those poems. I'm sorry. I hope you understand. You know you've really made it when. This is another ongoing feature. You know you've really made it when you can eat a hamburger with raw onion and still get a goodnight kiss. You know you've really made it when you get an invitation for a New Year's Eve party in March. I guess it's super early and they really want you to come. That's what that means. I get it now. You know you've really made it when you have a 4-car garage and you still have to leave your Ferrari out in the rain. You know you've really made it when your nurse mops your brow and gives you back rubs, even after she goes off duty. I love this expression that he does, where it's like there's no nose and the eyes are just like bulging out. You know you've really made it when you walk along the beach loaded with pretty girls and you don't even bother to pull in your stomach. The bag of money sitting there. You know you've really made it when you visit London, Paris, and Rome and don't even bother to take a camera along. You know you really made it when they always walk you, even when the bases are loaded. Here we go. Did I say this may be Bob Clark? Because it is Bob Clark. It is. He does a pretty good job of copying other people's styles. Especially like, I mean, you can see, he's not as good as like, what was it, Wally Wood, who could just like, it was a whole different level. Like this, you can still kind of tell it's Bob Clark in a way. But it's pretty good, especially when you see the difference between like the Beetle Bailey and the Mary Worth ones. Here we have in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame for what? Farley J. Phonebone, sometimes referred to as the father of the political joke, Farley J. Phonebone rose from a simple bicycle repairman's apprentice to king of the joke and novelty industry here in America. He personally invented over 2,000 jokes, tricks, and novelties that even today cross more than 48 million annually. Gross, more than. When it comes to fun, Farley J. Phonebone will long be remembered. This is like, you can't tell because you can't read it, but it's like white text on gray with like a slight drop shadow. It's nearly impossible to read. Anyway, wait a second. Before we get to Hitler, some Hitler fun. This has been folded, so I can do it. What is the one thing protest marches have greatly improved? Oh, jeez. Shoe sales. All right, let's look at Hitler. Hi, I'm Adolf Hitler. In the 30s and 40s, we knocked off millions of people and filled countless cemeteries. That's nothing. I want to talk to you about a really fantastic cemetery filler. There's a lifetime of smoking pleasure and cigarettes, if you live that long. Oh my God. Another Irving Schild. He gets the front and back cover. And let me tell you, he nailed it. Once again, guys, please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Patreon.com/flippinthrough. But really, thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.